हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द चैनल। आज हम लोग एग्जांपल्स का पार्ट वन देखेंगे जो हमारा बेस्ड होगा आउटपुट इक्वेशन और स्टेटर डिजाइन जो हमने थियरी पिछले लेक्चरों में पढ़ ली है। तो आज उसके बेस्ड हम लोग एग्जांपल देखने वाले हैं। तो बिना किसी देरी से स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का लेक्चर जिसमें एग्जाम्पल नंबर वन आपका क्या कहना चाहता है कि ऑब्टेन द फॉलोइंग डिजाइन इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर द स्टेटर। जैसे 30 किलोवाट का हमको पावर दे रखा है, देन 440 वोल्ट 3 फेज 6 पोल 50 हर्ट्ज डेल्टा कनेक्टेड स्क्विरल केज इंडक्शन मोटर दे रखी है। तो आपको क्या ढूंढना है, उसके मेन डिमेंशंस यानी डी और एल, देन नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स पर फेज, देन टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टेटर स्लॉट कितने हैं और नंबर ऑफ कंडक्टर पर स्लॉट कितने आएंगे। और हमें ये चीज अज्यूम करनी है कि सुटेबल वैल्यू फॉर द मिसिंग डिजाइन डेटा। ओके, सो व्हाट्स द सॉल्यूशन डन, how can we solve this problem? So first of all we can write the data which is available in example. So we can write data here. Power is, what is the power? Power is 30 kilowatt, then voltage is 440 volt, 3 phase, number of pole में 6 and frequency is 50 hertz, and we have to assume the suitable value for the missing data. So what we need, first of all we need a specific magnetic loading, BAV. BAV means 0.48, we can assume Tesla. How can we assume? We have a hand design book. From this design book we can consider the value of specific magnetic loading is 0.48 Tesla. Then we have to consider the electric loading AC, which is 26,000 AC per meter, means specific electric loading per meter. Then we can assume full load efficiency, yani then eta में 0.88, and full load power factor cos phi we assume 0.86, and we also assume winding factor kW 0.955. How can we put winding factor 0.955? We can studied about it in the theory section. Okay, then go through it and assume kW is equal to 0.955. Now these values are assumed based on the information, okay, which is given in the example. Now we found the main dimension of the stator. What is the main dimension? That is the D or L, which we found. Okay, now we have the output equation. first of all first of all we have to find main dimensions, means D and L we have to find. So what we need the value of D and L. Then we have output equation. Okay, which is what is output equation? We can study D square L is equal to Q divided by C0 NS. Okay, we will study. And what is C0? Here C0 for the induction motor C0 in the induction motor is 11 BAV AC, winding factor Q, then eta, then cos phi into 10 raised to minus 3. All these things we have considered. BAV we will consider 0.48 Tesla, then 0.48. What is the value of electric loading? 26,000. Then we will put 26,000. Winding factor 0.955. Then cos phi, full load efficiency, cos phi means power factor, full load power factor is 0.86, we will consider 0.86. then 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so here we get this value of C0, which is 99.2, and NS is what? NS is 16.67 RPS. We will consider. Okay, how can we consider? We have a frequency. So then we have a get the speed 120 F by P. Then 120 frequency is 50. Number of pole is 6. Then we will get the 1000 RPM, and 1000 RPM is converted into RPS, and we will get 16.67 RPS. Okay, that's how we can get the value of NS in RPS. Now we have RPS and we have CO, C0 value. Then we will put in the D square L equation. We will get the Q is 30 kilowatt. Then C0 is 99.2. Then NS is 16.67. So we will get D square L value in meter cube, 0.0182 meter cube. Okay, now we have the value of D square L. Okay, now we will separate the DLN value. So how can we separate? In last lecture we will study about the separation of D and L. Okay, so according to that theory, what is the value of D separation of DL and D is equal to, we will put the 0.135 number of pole, then under root of L. Okay, so we will put the 135 number of pole is 6 under root of L. Okay, by putting this value, D is equal to 0.135 into 6 into under root L into D square L value. So what is the value of D square? D square means 0.135 multiplied by 6 whole square into L. Okay, put this D square value in the D square L value and find the value of D and L. By solving this equation, we will get value of D is equal to 0.33 meter and L is equal to 0.17 meter. Okay, so first main dimensions we have 0.33 meter and 0.17 meter. Now second, what is the second? We will find number of turns per phase. Okay, so number of turns per phase. Okay, then we have an equation of phi. What is the equation of phi? Pi dl divided by BAV means magnetic loading. We have a magnetic loading equation. Use this equation to find the phi. Put the value pi, put the value of D 0.33, L 0.17 divided by BAV. We have considered BAV as a 0.48 Tesla. Then number of pole is 6. So we get the value of phi, which is 0.141 Weber. 0.141 Weber. Now we have a VPH. VPH is what? 440 volt. Now, okay, this is the value, also value of EPH. So we can find out turns. EPH is equal to EPH divided by 4.44 F by kW. kW is winding factor. What is the value of EPH? 440 volt divided by 4.44. Frequency is 50 hertz. We can consider, and we will find the phi. Put it here, 1.141, and put the value of winding factor, which is 0.955. Okay, solve it and we can get value of TPH means turn per phase is 148 TPH. Okay, so here is the first answer, D and L. We will mark as a star, and this is the second answer. Okay, I add slide. Okay, now what is the we will find third, which is number of conductor per slot. Sorry, number of stator slot. So how can we find number of stator slot? Number of stator slot. Okay, we will find. So we will assuming that number of slot per pole per phase is 3. Okay, so uh, slot per pole per phase is 3. So total number of slots is equal to what? 3 into 3 into 6. How? Here, here we can consider the number of slot per pole per phase is 3. Okay, here is a 3-phase induction motor, and number of pole which is given is 6. That's why we will put 3 into 3 into 6, and this is the total number of slots. Okay, so we will get for 54. So here is the third answer, 54. There are the total number of slot is 54. Now fourth one is what? Number of conductor per slot. So what is the number of conductor per slot? We will here number of conductors per slot. Number of conductor per slot. First of all, we will find the total number of conductors. So what is the total number of conductors? Here we will assume 148 conductors, but 148 slots, but here one slot consists 2 conductors. That's why we will multiply by 2. So we will get the total number of conductor, which is 296. Now number of conductors per slot. We have 296 number of conductor, and we have 54 slots. Okay, so one slot consists 5.5 conductors. Okay, so now we assume, I will add some slide. Okay, now assuming there are the 76 conductors per one slot. Okay, if we assume 76 conductor per slot, then what is the total number of conductor? Then total number of conductor is equal to 76. Sorry, we have 54 slots, and we have a number of conductor per slot is 5.5, means approximately 6 conductors. Then we will we have total number of conductors is 324. So what is the revised number of turns per phase is revised number of turns per phase is 324 divided by number of phases, yani 3. So 324 divided by 3 means we have 1 0 and 8, 108. Okay, so we have to find total number of conductor per slot. So we will get the answer. Conductor per slot is 5.5. Okay, 5.5 means approximately 6. Number of conductor per slot is approximately 6. Okay, now second example. Here in the example, what the data is given, there is 15 kilowatt, 440. It's not M, it's volt. Here is not M. 4 pole 50 hertz 3 phase induction motor is built with a stator bore of 0.25 meter and core length is 0.16 meter. We have specific electric loading is 23,000 AC per meter, and using the data of the machine, determine what we will determine: core dimensions, number of slots, number of stator conductor for 11 kilowatt 460 volt 6 pole 50 hertz motor. Assume full load efficiency is 84% and power factor is 0.82, and winding factor we have a 0.955. Okay, so first of all we will consider the first induction motor. First of all we will consider the first induction motor. The solution is given by first for 15 kilowatt motor. What we have out motor input. No, here is a motor output. So we will find the motor input. What is the input? Input is equal to output divided by efficiency. We will have output is 15 kilowatt. Efficiency we have 84%, means 0.84. So we will get the motor input, which is 17.857 kilowatt. Okay. Now we will find the synchronous speed ns, which is 120 f. F means 50 divided by 120 f by p. P is given as a number of pole is 4. Number of pole is 4, and we will convert into RPS. Then we will divide it by 60. So we will get the 25 RPS directly. Okay. Now we have a output coefficient. Which is C0. C0 is we have 11 BAV, AC, kW, eta, cos phi into 10 raised to minus 3. We have all these values except the BAV. We have AC value, then put the value of AC 23,000. Winding factor we have a 0.955. Efficiency, full load efficiency is given 84%, then 0.84. Cos phi is given 0.82, 10 raised to minus 3. So what is the value of C0 coefficient value? 166.42 BAV. This is the value of output coefficient. Okay. Now what is the BAV? Value of BAV. Next slide. Hence, what is the value of BAV? BAV is nothing but BAV is equal to, okay, we have coefficient. Okay, we assume the coefficient value as 60. Okay, C0 divided by VAB C0 divided by 166.42. 166.42. Okay, what is the value of coefficient, output coefficient? Output coefficient is C0 is equal to Q divided by D square ln s ln s. Okay. So what is the value of Q? 166.42. We have a output. We have a output of 15 divided by d square. We have a d square 0.25. Then we have a value of L 0.16. Then RPS we will find 25 divided by 166.42. So we will find the value of BAV. We have a value of BAV is equal to, we will solve this and we will get the 0.36 Tesla. Okay. Now, what is the value of pole pitch? Pole pitch means tau, tau p, pi d divided by number of pole. We have a value of pi. We have a value of d 0.25. Number of pole is 4. That's why we will get the pole pitch 0.196 meter. We will get the ratio of length per pole pitch. Length per pole pitch is which is 0.815. Okay. Now for the 11 kilowatt meter motor. Now we will consider the second motor for 11 kilowatt motor. The design data from 15 kilowatt machine has to be taken. Okay, has to be taken. So we have BAV value is 0.36 Tesla from the 15 kilowatt machine. Then we have a electric loading value 23,000 AC per meter. We have a ratio of length per pole pitch 0.815 and value of coefficient, output coefficient is 60. And okay, fine. Now we will find the synchronous speed of 11 kV motor. What is the synchronous speed of 11 kilowatt motor? We will ns is equal to what? 120. F is 50. Number of pole for 11 kilowatt is 6 pole. Number of pole is 6. Then 6, and we will put the 60 because we will convert RPM into RPS. That's why. Okay. So we will get the RPS is 16.667 RPS. Okay. Now what we have output equation is d square L is equal to Q divided by C0 ns. Okay, in meter cube. So Q is 11, C0 we will find 60, and ns is 16.667. We have a value of d square L 0.01099 meter cube. Okay. Now sorry. Now we have a ratio of L tau p, means ratio of length and pole pitch, which is 0.815. 0.815. So put the tau p value, which is pi d divided by number of pole. So 0.815. Okay, put the value of L and D here. No, put the value of pi and p here. So we will get the L by D ratio, which is what, 0.427. Okay, so we will get the L is equal to 0.427 D. Okay, put this value of L in the equation of D square L. So what is the value of D square L? D square L is nothing, is 0.01099 meter cube. Put this value of L in this equation. So we will get the value of D first. Okay, so what is the value of D? Solve this equation and we will get the 0.30 meter. And according to this value of D, we will find the value of L. What is the value of L? 0.125 meter. Okay, so we will get the main dimensions of the motor. Now core dimension we get. Now we have to find number of slot and number of stator conductor. So now we will find number of slots. So considering second is number of slots. Now considering the slot pitch at the air gap, between 1.5 centimeter and 2.5 centimeter. Okay, so what is value of number of slot? So number of slot is equal to pi d divided by slot pitch. Slot pitch means we will put a TS. So we will get the number of slot. Number of slot is pi. We have a value of d 0.30 meter. 0.30 meter. Meter is converted into centimeter. That's why we will get the 30 centimeter. And value we will consider 1.5. So we will put here 1.5. We will get the number of slot 63 for slot pitch 1.5 centimeter. Okay. Now for the slot pitch 2.5. We will get number of slot is pi. We have value d is equal to 9. Number of slot pitch, number of slot is equal to pi d divided by 2.5. We will get the answer, what, 37. Okay, 37. So here we get the answer number of slot, two number of slots for the 2.5 centimeter and for the 1.5 centimeter. So we will assume that our number of slots is between the 37 to 63. So we will assume slot per pole per phase. Slot per pole per phase is equal to 3 into number of slot. Okay, 3 into number of phase into number of slot means SS. So what we get? 3 into 6 into 3. Okay, so we will get the 54, which is slot per pole per phase. And now flux per pole is what? BAB into D into L divided by number of pole. So 0.36, here we can log pi, value of pi. Okay. Pi, then 0.3, then L value we have 0.125, then number of pole is 6. So we will get the flux per pole phi. Phi value is 7.07 into 10 raised to minus 3 Weber. Now assuming star delta connections for the machine under the running condition, using delta connection. Okay, so stator, so we have stator turns per phase is equal to TPH. What we have, TPH is equal to EPH divided by 4.44 F kW. Okay, so we have EP is equal to 440, sorry, we have 460 volt divided by 4.44, frequency we have 50, and 5, value of 5 is 7.07 into 10 raised to minus 3, winding factor is 0.955, so we have value turns per phase is 307, so total number of stator conductor means ZPH. So what is ZP? TP multiplied by 2, and we have a 3 phase means 3, so 307 multiplied by 6, we have value of 1872, which is total number of stator conductor, 1872. We have a total number of stator conductor, so we will find the number of conductor per slot. Number of conductor per slot. What is the value of number of conductor? Total number of conductor is 1872. What is the number of slot? 54 slots. We have 54 slots. So number of conductor per slot is nearly 34.1, which is approximately 34. Okay. Hence, total number of conductor is what? We have 34 conductor per slot multiply by total number of slot 54. So total number of conductor is 1836 conductors. Okay, this is the answer which we have to find. Okay, now example number 3 is for the homework. You have to do some homework at the home. That's why I will put the example number 3 as a homework. Okay, now we will wind up this lecture. We will meet in the next lecture. Till then, you should like this video, subscribe the channel, and press the bell icon. When the new videos come, then you will get the notification of this. Okay, Jai Hind.